Hello and welcome to This Day with BJ Arnett, and I am BJ Arnett. I want to tell you about how important it is to have people in your community that will help you develop your inner community. Some people say, you know, we all come from a tribe. I like to say I'm from the tribe of Jesus Christ. That's the tribe I'm from. But then there's the tribe that Jesus Christ allows me to be in my own community, and I just get really psyched, really excited about being a part of a community action effort. I go to work out in the mornings, and I go really just with the mission of got to do it, got to do it, got to do it. You know, you wake up in the morning and the last thing you want to do is go get on that machine and work it. But I go. But what makes me smile is the place I go. The place that I love to go and to see some smiling faces is the Walter and Andrew Young YMCA. And here to talk to us about all the wonderful activities that they have right on the south side. I just need you to know Atlanta never stops reinventing itself. And this particular Y, you guys, Miss Jackson, have done a fantastic job over there. From the itty bitty babies who I get to see in the morning going into school, telling their parents, no, I don't want to go. And Mommy, I'm tired. One little girl just stopped in the middle of the street and said, Mommy, and she said, what? And she said, I'm tired. And the mother said, you are just getting to school. She said, I'm tired. And I just cracked up because every mom has gone through that with their little people. Today they don't want to school. Tomorrow is like, I got to go to school. And it just continues a cycle. And then I walk in and the seniors are in there talking about, they just beat me down in swimming aerobics. And it's just hilarious. But it's that unity, that family, that tribe of wonderful people that you see from the little bitty ones to the seniors who are imparting to the little bitty ones. You guys got a great thing going on over there. And in fact, I'm a fan of that young family and the things that they have done to help Atlanta grow and to position our community to a global atmosphere. It's something special over there.
Well,
what y'all got?
Well, actually, we have just a great staff that understand the mission and understand that the community that we serve is very important, and we grew up in that community.
And it's very diverse.
Yes.
It's very diverse. The community is very diverse. It is not unusual for me to see a senator, a former senator on a machine, and I walked up to one man and I said, excuse me, don't I know you? And he just laughed and he said, yes, ma'am. He had to give me all of his information because I was not going to let him go. You see your history.
Yes.
In that center. But there's some great innovative things in education that I've seen happen there. The STEM program that you all have come in every single year. I've seen it 2 years in a row now. One of my past students, Stephanie Espy, was one of your speakers at the STEM program. Yes. And to see those little bitty ones getting involved with the STEM program just makes you smile.
Yes, we believe that education and exposure starts at an early age. So our preschoolers, starting at age 2, they get to do STEM. And then we offer aquaponics.
That was the other thing I was going to bring up. The aquaponics, please talk to us about that program. To see those little people coming with their stuff that they grew, I'm like, what?
So we have aquaponics, and with the aquaponics, we're able to grow fresh fruit and vegetables, which comes from growing tilapia. And now we have catfish, and we also have shrimp. And so with our area being in the desert, we understood that our community was not able to get to fresh fruit or vegetables. So that's where that concept comes from. And with the Andrew Young Foundation, we found a way to provide the services. And so our kids get to go out there, they get to harvest, they actually get to grow their own vegetables, and then they get to cook it. So for one of their classrooms, we brought in crock pots.
Stop.
And they was able to cook the collards that they actually grew, and they harvest, and they got to eat it. So they understood the whole cycle.
The whole cycle. Here's what excited me was I saw them walking in with their little stuff one day, and I was just like, what are they so giddy about? They were like, oh, it's mine, this and this, I grew this and this, and they had, you know, you just see them walking. I was like, this is wow. But to see that happening, this is what it's about. Our children should understand the entire cycle, as you just said, of how things happen and how they grow. And to see them imparted to by these great young men who are in charge of the say it again, aquaponics program, those guys are like brilliant.
They, a guy who runs the aquaponics, his background is math and science, so we call him the mad scientist, because every day he comes in with a new
something
concept.
else.
Yes.
You know, I stopped to talk to him one day. What did I do that for? I was there 45 minutes talking to that man. He is not only excited about what he does, he's excited about how he gets to impart it to these children. And like you said, he's always coming up with good new stuff. And then you've got your feisty seniors.
Yes, I love my seniors, so usually they tell us what they want, and we just say, yes, ma'am. So the greatest thing is just being able to learn from them.
Yes.
And they come in ready to take their water aerobics. They take their senior cycling class. They walk the track. But most important, they have their time where they sit down, they socialize.
Yes.
And they impart so much knowledge in the people that surround them. So they are very feisty and they are very active. We have one that is 96, and she drives that every day, and she's ready.
And she's ready, I've met her. She's just amazing and just willing to talk to you and impart to you all the time. There's just such great richness there. It really, really is, and I'm just excited to be there when I come. I'm like, okay, I don't get to go here every day, but it's just when I get to come here, there's a difference and there's an excitement. Then I looked on the first level, and there's this teenage room that's off the charts. I mean, they've got computers and there's always something going on. What is in that room?
So what we do, we have the Maya Angelou Teen Center, and part of that is they call it their special space. And so in their special space, we had a producer to come in and just re-up it for us, make it technological advance for them.
Yeah, I don't know what that stuff is in that room. I look in there and I'm like, what are those children doing? And they're like, oh, like, you know, every generation is born to their right space. They know how to get on those computers and do all kinds of stuff. It's like, boom, they're in. But they are so excited about it. They're excited about learning. They're excited about going to their space.
It's their space.
And what I've also recognized, they're very protective because the little ones try to go up in there and they're like, nah, back on out. That's not your spot. I love it.
They understand that they have to keep their space together in order to make sure that the next generation has something to look forward to. So it's graphic design, entrepreneurship, signs of hope, where they spread love and joy over the weekend. So our teens are there usually about 6 days a week, so they never go home.
And they're very active. They're very active. I can't wait to get involved with them. They're just so, they're amazing, they're active, they're territorial and taking care of their things, but that's great. That's their space. They take care of it. They have a vested interest in it, and they are moving in such an entrepreneurial way. It's just wonderful to see. It really is.
And so our kids, we just express to them that education is important, and learn to do something different. Learn to think outside of the box. Even though we teach them there's not a box, but whatever their box that other people think it is, think outside that box. Do something different and make sure that it makes an impact for the community.
There are a lot of different organizations that I see come into the Y, and the Ys nationwide have lots of great programs. But the other day I saw BBT. I see constantly different organizations, new businesses, old businesses, people who are starting their business, they share. There's a lot of community-based activities and exchange that happens in that center. Talk to us about why that is important for that particular area of the city of Atlanta.
We just believe in exposure, and our community don't get a lot of exposure for a lot of things. So when BBT was there, they was talking about home ownership, checking your credit reports. We have attorneys that come to talk about your rights. We want to keep our young kids, we want to keep them around, we want to keep them alive, so they have to know what their rights are, and for the community. We also do parent training for our preschoolers, so those parents get to come in and sit down in seminars. We just think it's just very important to educate them on all different aspects of the community and things that they need to be aware of. When we get new candidates in the area, we hold forums so that they can express their opinions, and then the person that's running understand what the community needs.
That's really important, because sometimes you hear all the what really comes to rhetoric from political basis sometimes, and then you're like, okay, but here's my community. I need you to address my community, and it's valid. But what it seems to be really abundantly clear at this particular Y is that there is a total connection with the community, and the community is loving it and receiving it.
Yes, and we listen to the community, and so what their needs are, we're wanting to make sure that we can reach out to them and engage and connect.
As far as programs go, what are some of the programs that you have coming up that this fall that you guys are excited to open up, or really you've done so much to add to as you're going?
So we have after school that's coming up, and that's for our school age. We do that 5 to 12, and then our teen program is year round, and that's 13 up to 18. And we also have our preschool, which starts in August. We're taking applications now, and that started at 6 weeks, and that goes up to 4 years. And then we will also have our wellness membership is always year round, so we always welcome people to come in and join us. We also offer swim lessons and sports. So please come in and join us, because we welcome the whole community.
Well, and I will say that one of the things that I've noticed is that along with having great folks as the family or the tribe of this particular Y, is that there's so much synergy around the understanding of the history of Atlanta and the growth of Atlanta. And, I often say that there is something to be said for imparting the history of where you live and the history of your personal community. This is really quite awesome what you guys are doing, and the things that you're introducing with the aquaponics. That to me was just so mind-blowing. I thought if they are any more excited, and to be that little and to get the understanding of where things start and how you go through the process, the logistic management cycle, these kids know it. So we're lifting up the seniors and imparting to the babies and watching it all come together, and it's really awesome. So kudos to you guys for doing all that you do, because that's really, really important. And that's really what I wanted people to know about you guys, is that it really is happening. Somewhere in your community, you've got to take a stand. You've got to be part. You've got to take action. And this Y takes action into the community, and that is what makes it work so beautifully. If you could say one thing to parents out there and to seniors that you feel like your Y could do for folks, what would that be?
Our Y is impactful.
I would say you are correct. It is impactful. From the moment you walk in the door, from the first face that you see to when you leave, you are impacted moment by moment by moment. There's great relationships to be had there. And if you are one of those folks who want to get your workout on or do your swim or get involved with aquaponics and understanding how this cycle really relates to your community, then this is the place that you want to go. And I want you to get involved, because it is important to be involved with your community. If this isn't your community, get to your community Y. It is important that you connect, that you pull your resources together, and that you center yourselves around your community. This is what's important, and I just happen to be totally blessed by the time I spend there. It's just awesome. So I thank you so much for being here today and telling us all about the wonderful things happening at the Y.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's awesome. It's awesome. And you guys, I thank you for being here. I hope you've had a great day, and I hope you continue to do so. Remember, it's your responsibility to step out of your comfort zone and to step into your greatness. Have a great day. God bless.